Yvonne Nelson is an evil woman who tried to murder an innocent woman because of a man. And in this video, I'm going to expose all her dark secrets. And to tell the story, we have to go all the way back to where it began, to a kingdom called Ilugbo, in a movie called Princess Tyra. Yes, it's a movie. Yvonne Nelson has not killed anybody, at least as far as we know. I mean, unless one to consider the Sarkodie baby thing, but that's all in the past right now. Princess Tyra is probably one of the best classic Ghanaian movies ever made, but it had one major problem, and that problem was Princess Tyra herself. Keep watching and I'll explain. So the movie opens with this long, boring royal ceremony where we are introduced to Princess Tyra, Yvonne Nelson, and Raj Van Vicker. He's not called Raj in this film, thank God, but he was so stupid in the Beyonce movie that I still call him Raj.
I had to sleep with her. She came on too strong, I couldn't resist.
I'm so sorry, Sissy. I had to fuck her, okay? But in this movie, he's different in a good way.
I have told you several times before that I don't like these ceremonial things around my feet.
And right in the beginning, with his very first words, we know what the character is going to be. Humble guy, he doesn't like all this stuff, but Princess Tyra, on the other hand...
This is how royalty is treated in my town. You're not going to be an exception. So, sweetie, enjoy it and stop acting like a child.
Tyra.
Will you smile?
Yeah, she's a proud, pompous bitch. That is it. And if you watch this movie when it came out, you already know. So if she did not come and command them to open your door, you'll be sitting inside there the whole time. You can't command your own people to open your door. This is flexing for no reason.
The great people of Ilugbo Kingdom.
Once again, I hope Kofi Adjololo got paid for this movie.
And about 7 producers in this country, they owe me monies. Like that. Have you ever spoken in the rhythms of the talking drum?
Bosu, the speech is too long. See the guy holding the umbrella. He's tired. He looks very young too. This is child labor, and I will not be shocked if they did not pay that guy.
Africa!
Now let me give you a quick summary of the movie. The prince is supposed to marry the princess, but he's in love with the village girl, and so on and so forth. I don't need to say anything else. This was like 80% of Nollywood and Ghanaian movies back in the day. Cinderella type beat. And the village girl is Mafia, Jackie Appiah, once again. So she goes into the prince's room to wash his feet and show him some hot thighs.
In this 21st century, people still indulge in such barbaric beliefs.
I'm just here to do my duty.
Very well. Suit yourself.
In this 21st century, people still indulge in such barbaric practices? In this 21st century? Ah well, do your thing.
Is he not a prince? Why is he talking as if he does not know the tradition or he has forgotten? He should know. He should have known this all his life. So she starts to wash his 2 legs, and as she did, tingles of sexual pleasure run up his 2 legs all the way up to his 3rd one. Now that cute smile on her face and the fact that African servants in African movies always wear the littlest amount of clothes possible, and he could see the glorious line of division between 2 thighs, it destroyed his brain. Everything scattered his brain.
I must confess, it feels good.
Yeah, it feels good, huh? It's not barbaric anymore. It feels good, I see. But then Princess Tyra walks in.
Kate.
Tyra, I didn't hear you walk in.
Of course you won't.
Looking at the way she treats everyone in the movie, she should have been called Princess Tyrant. She was just allergic to other people being happy.
You seem to be enjoying the feet washing ritual more than I expected.
You told him to shut up and enjoy the flower ritual in the beginning because he's a prince. Now you are angry because he's enjoying another ritual. What do you want?
Would you get that rubbish off the floor and get your pathetic life out of this room?
You won't do it yourself because you're a spoiled brat, and you won't even show him your thighs. Your dress is long.
My children and I feel very honored to have been invited to this event.
Wait. Did you say your children? Like that girl sitting next to you over there is supposed to be the prince's sister? I'm sorry, madam. We are going to need some answers because there is no way these 2 people have the same dad. My theory is that she fucked this king instead of her husband because that's the only way that child makes sense. And you know they had to get some kind of animal in the palace because this is
Africa!
So by now we can all see that the princess wants the prince, but the prince does not want her.
Can we go for lunch together?
No, it's okay. You go ahead.
I mean, so far she still hasn't seen his dick, but somebody else did before the princess. Can you guess who it is?
It's okay. There's no need to panic. It's okay.
Hey, babe, relax. I know it looks like a snake, but it doesn't bite. I mean, it does bite, but it only hurts the first time. Second time, trust me, your mind will be blown.
It is against the tradition to see a royalty do something like that.
It looks like she was shocked out of respect or fear, but I think she was shocked because of the size. Maybe it was too big or too small. And she couldn't hold herself. She was like,
hey, police
I don't think there's anything wrong with seeing somebody else urinate. Or is it because I'm a royal?
Now this scene might look harmless, but it is not. Because later on we find out some crazy information.
These are the early signs of pregnancy.
She's pregnant. They fucked. She was bitten by the snake.
Mommy, good day. You are welcome, my daughter.
So at this point we meet Mephia's mom, but there's a problem. She has asthma. And like in all movies, the asthma patient never has a full inhaler. And Mephia does not have the money to buy it.
Your mother can die for all I care. No money, no drugs.
But guess who comes and saves the day?
Come with me, quick, come.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Will you stop choking me with this highness thing? Call me K.
I can't, Your Highness.
I insist.
Yes, Your Highness. K.
He's so humble and he doesn't want to be called Your Highness that he uses his power as Your Highness to make her not call him Your Highness. Brilliant. You know what's funny? The other girl called him Your Highness many times, but he didn't complain. Before he came to Mephia's house, he asked her for directions and she called him Your Highness like 7 times.
Your Highness, that should be Mayfair, Your Highness.
Mayfair?
Yes, Your Highness.
Where is she?
She's closed for the day, Your Highness. If you will permit me, Your Highness, I will take you to her house.
Sure.
You didn't say anything, but because you like this girl when you want her to bend down low for you, you don't want her to call you Your Highness. I see. But I'm sure when they're about to eat themselves and his dick rises, he would like her to call him
Your Highness.
So another time she went to wash his feet with oil and then he says this.
Mayfair. I love you.
Hey, Raj! Every time you're loving somebody quickly. Hey!
Your Majesty, I've had a wonderful time.
Oh yeah, these two people are surely fucking. There's nothing you can tell me, okay? That girl is the king's daughter.
I do hope that you will also come and visit me in my kingdom.
I definitely will.
Yes, we have played the first leg of the match at your home. Now you need to bring your third leg for the second leg of the match at my home.
Definitely.
And you must bring your chiefs along as well.
Yes.
Hey, Rama Brew, I see. The king is not enough. You want a traditional train run on you. Wow. You want the other chiefs too? Please, call me when it's time.
Like I said, Your Majesty, I've had a wonderful time. And you have been an exquisite host.
And like I earlier on said, your presence lit up my town and my palace. I'm just hoping that when you leave, the light will still linger on.
Oh, you flatter me, Your Majesty.
It's okay, we get it, you fuck. You want to fuck again? Never knew. I hope the light will linger on. Hey. Now at this point, we get introduced to Kalsum's scenario before she was thick.
You have leukemia. How long do I have to live?
Between 8 to 11 months.
Yes, she's dying. It's crazy. At the time, she was so skinny that people thought she was actually dying.
I'm only reacting like a woman who is yet to give her husband a child.
Oh, come on.
And she's also barren in the movie. Her stomach could never be full with a child. Which is crazy again because at the time she was so skinny that we thought her stomach was never full with food. But she's thick now, so you know, it's all good. Nobody shame me, please. Don't do that. Stop it. So now we get back to the pregnancy part.
Is it the prince?
But we only did it once.
One time is all you need, especially when you are broke. As a human being, you are most fertile when you cannot afford to have a baby. Or when you are cheating, like he was doing to Princess Tyra. So at this point, Mayfair is down bad. She's pregnant and the number the prince gave her to call is not going through. But then everything was about to get worse for her when this happens. Now listen, you guys don't know this, but I have asthma, okay? And so watching this scene really hits me hard. Because it was so fucking dumb. If the inhaler was right there on the table, then she could have picked it up way before the attack got serious. It would have made more sense if she used it and was finished like the first time, because mostly that's how asthma attacks kill you. And do I have an inhaler with me right now? No! But watching this scene again actually made me sad, because it made me remember the people I know who went like this, and the many times I could have gone like this. So, you know, I made a video about death. Check it out. Don't worry, it's not sad, it's very funny. Okay, check it out. To come over here, check it out.
Mommy, no! Hey, mommy, where's the inhaler?
So the mom died and the friends contributed money for her to go to Accra to look for K, which is a horrible idea. Just have the kid in the village, have physical evidence of the child. Accra is hot too, everywhere is bazaar. But she goes anyway, and then she goes to see the queen, Raj's mom, and she stupidly tells her that she is pregnant.
Because I'm pregnant for him.
You are what? Come here.
Don't go, stand where you are, don't go, I'm telling you, don't go.
I will not.
Awesome, you see, I didn't tell you not to go. I told you not to go. See your face.
You tell me this fabricated lie. Do you understand?
It's true, ma.
You are still kneeling down over there?
I'm pregnant for Prince K.
I said another one. See your face. I told you to get out, but you won't listen. She sleeps in front of the queen's house. The next day they call her back in, and then they give her money to go and like remove the baby and never come back again. And then one night she meets Roslyn in Giza when she was not as thick as she is now.
For 3 days now, I've been roaming the streets of Accra with nowhere to lay my head.
What did you do with all the money? This was years ago. Inflation was like 9%. That money was worth a lot. What did you use it to buy? And you haven't taken out the pregnancy yet. So what did you do with the money?
I am stranded.
And then after that, we have this annoying scene.
This is my world. Hold me the manager.
Yes, Your Honor.
This was back when Ghana did not have a major mall, so Max Mart was the closest thing to a mall that we had. And so they used it every single time.
I want every non-native of Elubo Kingdom out of the mall. I want to shop, and I don't want any disrespect to my royalty. I consider my request an order.
Yes, my princess.
Tribalistic bitch, all non-natives of Elubo Kingdom, this is Accra. Accra belongs to everybody.
We shall like every non-indigene of Elubo Kingdom to excuse the shop for at least 10 minutes.
Who the hell is she anyway?
An African princess. My princess. You either bow to her royalty or exit the mall.
Now, who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you too?
Fuck you!
Fuck you too!
Hey, you sound like you're from the UK. You don't have to respect this shit. I mean, even your queen, Charlie. You know, she's not around anymore. She has to hear, but like, if she said she can't come and do that thing, check. And that was the scene. Like, that scene does not drive the story in any way. Remember when I said in the beginning that the biggest problem with the movie is Princess Tyra? This is what I'm talking about. That scene was just another way to show that Princess Tyrant is a bitch for the 1000th time in the movie. We get it. She's supposed to be the main character, but she's so one-dimensional that she's not the main character anymore. Almost everything happening in the main story is happening without her. You can remove her from the movie and it will still work. The story will still work. Because the movie is not from her point of view. It's from the point of view of Mafia or even K. Raj. And whenever she appears, she does the same thing. Say some proud thing for everybody to know she's a bitch. At least in the first part. There are 2 more parts to this movie, so I'll be dropping 2 more videos for the other 2 parts, and trust me, it gets weirder from this point. I'm telling you.
You don't expect me to blame God for creating me a royal.
By the way, I have a Telegram group where I connect with you guys. The link will be in the chat. I also stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So come check me out and let's have fun. I still will ask you to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I will ask you to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the movie. Let me know what you think about the video. I think this movie is still one of the best classic Ghanaian movies ever made. The thing, it was just airtight. Unlike the Beyonce movie where there's so many plot holes. This movie is like very minimal plot holes and the story was very well made. The characters are very, very well made. They're introduced very well, apart from Tyra. But even her one-dimensional state is very well done, you know. Shout out to Venus Films and what's the guy's name? Abdul Salam Mumuni. Legend. And I'll see you guys soon in another video. Sing the song.
I will never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fi share my video if you know you're feeling my vibe. People, I go never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fi share my video if you know you're feeling my vibe.